When we finally get through the coronavirus pandemic, what will the new normal look like when it comes to how we work? More specifically, what changes did we see in 2020 that are likely to stick around for the foreseeable future? And despite all these changes, what employment issues or concerns are we still going to worry about even if the coronavirus is no longer a threat? The more things change. One of the biggest changes has to be the dramatic increase in remote work. Before the pandemic, 20% of workers worked from home all or most of the time. As of late 2020, more than 70% of workers were doing all or most of their job from home. But this doesn't necessarily mean the new normal will include as many people working from home or that this number will continue to rise. One reason for this is because many workers would prefer a hybrid working arrangement where they can work at home and an office. There are plenty of benefits from working from home, such as no more commutes, avoiding office politics and reduced costs for the employer. But one of the biggest benefits seen from telecommuting is the freedom it provides as to how workers can spend their time. For example, the vast majority of remote workers reported a better work-life balance that allowed them to spend more time with their family. Then there's the greater flexibility as to when employees can work. It's safe to say that many workers who have started working from home will continue to do so, at least to some extent. One notable example of this is Twitter, which announced that its workers could continue to work from home forever, if they wanted. This lasting change is important because the flexibility from telecommuting can increase gender equality. It's well known that when fathers and mothers must choose between work or family obligations, mothers are more likely to interrupt their career to care for their family. Having this greater working flexibility can make it easier for women to balance their family and professional obligations. But with this increase in working from home, there has also been an increase in employers monitoring their employees. With workers no longer in the office, it's harder for the employer to feel comfortable knowing the workers are doing what they're supposed to. Employers may have any number of reasons for wishing to monitor their employees. However, the major justifications include, employee monitoring can take several forms, including, some of these methods can seem pretty intrusive, and when you think about it, a lot of it focuses on the fact that employers don't feel comfortable having their employees working outside the office. Some of this can be due to the lack of familiarity with telecommuting, but some of it is probably because employers don't trust their employees. Imagine an employee shows up late to a meeting. If this meeting took place at work, a boss might assume the employee got held up with a client or important telephone call.